Hi everyone, we are from MBA ITB Bembak 10 class 2011. In this video, we will explain furthermore about product, cost and labor from one of our subject which is business economics.
This line is reflect for rupiah or US dollars. This line is reflect for quantity of labor. This line is reflect for marginal cost of labor. This line is equal to the increase in the total cost to the firm resulting from hiring the additional unit of labor. This line is reflect from extra revenue generated by use of an additional unit of labor is called the marginal revenue product of labor. This equals the marginal product of labor times the marginal revenue from the sales of the extra output produced.
The graph shows the equilibrium wage in the labor market. This line is reflect for quantity labor. This line is reflect for labor wage. This line is reflect for labor demand. This line is reflect for labor supply. This line is reflect the minimum wage of labor. This line is reflect equilibrium condition for wage and labor. The equilibrium wage rate is the wage rate that produces neither an excess supply of workers nor an excess demand for workers and labor market. The graphic shows that the company can pay wage labor lower than minimum wage if the labor supply is in the market higher than labor demand.
This graph shows the labor supply in the profit maximizing firm. The first line reflects for labor number of workers. The second line reflects for wage and revenue. The third line reflects for ratio comparison between X and Y. The more quantity number of workers hired by company, the cost will be decreased or vice versa for marginal revenue product of labor. The fourth line reflects for market wage rate for labor. If the labor supply in the market higher than demand labor, then the wage labor will be lower.
This graph shows optimum number of workers will be higher in the profit maximizing firm. This line is reflect for quantity of labor. This line is reflect for total output of product. This graphic show the optimum condition for total product of labor, which is in a D and E. When the company hire more than ordinate E, which is 5 employees, the total output of labor will be decreased.
Now, after we learn how the firm determines its number of labor in order to maximize its profit, we need to know how the firm forms its labor if it adopts new technology that increases its labor productivity. From previous curve, we see that the firm will maximize its productivity in point D with 14 of total product and 4 number of labor. With the adoption of new technology and number of total production unchanged, the curve will shift it to the left, as less number of labor will be needed to produce equal amount of product. As the firm increases its labor productivity by adapting new technology, the firm will hire less number of labor for the same number of total product output.
The labor demand curve of the firm will also shifted as the number of labor required had changed. The labor demand curve is shifted to the left as the reduced numbers of labor hired by the firm in adoption of better labor productivity system. We can see from the curve that the equilibrium point has changed from point 1 to point 2. As the consequences, the firm total labor wage divided by total production output will reduce. At the end, the firm will increase its revenue as the adoption of new technology that increase its labor productivity.